Hiya. Today I'm gonna just explain a bunch of circumstances of my life, things that I feel like are holding me down, things that I'm really stuck on, and things that I'm trying to learn and get right. But as I try to do that, there's so many things that I'm focusing on that I think they might be getting in each other's way. So I'm just gonna kind of list the things that I'm thinking about, and by the end of this, I think we'll see why I'm not getting anything done. And then we'll talk about what I'm supposed to be doing so that I can actually accomplish all of my goals. Hopefully that helps you too. Sometimes, when we help ourselves, we get to help other people just by being a good example. So let's start. I could list it all out real fast and be like career, romance, health, but I want to get in depth. So let's do that backwards. Health. My health isn't bad. I'm sick right now, but that's not like my main problem. I don't have some debilitating issue that takes me out of the game every day. I just have Lyme's disease. I made another video about that already. My real problem with health is that I don't eat right. I don't move enough. I gotta work on my fitness and my diet. Those are two different things that are actually going to take real focus. I can't just say that and then be like, okay, yeah, I'll eat vegetables. Yeah, that doesn't work. I have to actually put the things in front of me and make them good to eat, which, learning to cook is not just a do it in 2 minutes thing. You don't just open a YouTube video and immediately have all the ingredients. Well, some people do, but I don't have that privilege. Some people do, but I don't have that privilege. I've been trying to learn to eat right. I've been trying to learn to move right. I've been trying to learn to fucking live right when it comes to being righteous, talking to people like how I want to talk to people. That might sound dumb, but when you're someone who has a lot of interpersonal issues with people, like I feel like I'd be getting caught up in my head and then worrying that I made the wrong move and stuff like that. I want to be righteous. I just want to treat people the way that I'm supposed to treat them. And I mean that in the way that if they come at me weird, I'm not going to feel bad that I protect myself. But I'm getting off topic. Interpersonal, talking to other people. I'll be getting caught up in that, clearly. Skills that I actually want to learn, like drawing, man. I'll be loving this shit, but I don't be taking my time with it, so I'm never gonna get as good as I want to be, and then I never get to show it off. Like, so I'm just gonna catch all of that is like an umbrella category. The skills that I want to learn myself, the things that I want to get good at for my fun, like enjoying life. I want to make so many things I ain't even going to discuss, but taking that time, being creative, and then so we got dealing with other people, being creative, taking care of my food and health, like fitness, and that's already four. I said seven. I'm not trying to force it, but I'm not trying to force it, but I did think I had seven things in mind. Well, we've been upgrading our house. I'm not sure if we really count that. We'll just call it career, finances, all of that stuff. Trying to figure that stuff out is just its whole own beast. And I'm like, that's five things right there. Like, I don't know if I actually need to list every single thing that I'm working on. We all have different problems. I'm not trying to sit here and be like, I'm the only one who has to do these things. I'm trying to say, being torn between trying to learn these things all at once is not helping me learn. I need to lock in on those individual one thing at a time. If I'm gonna learn how to treat my body the right way, that needs to be the main focus instead of like, I'm trying to figure out how to learn to draw one night, trying to figure out how to I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, I have so many random creative projects and they should be showing up here, but they're all getting one night a week instead of a real focus. If I could really lock in on these things, they'd all be done. So, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to get across to you? I want to show you how to do it because I want to be a good example. I already said it. So, what am I going to lock in on? What am I about to demonstrate for you? It's already happening. I'm making stuff. It might sound dumb, but this is the beginning for me. I literally have made and so many half-edited videos, bro. They just need to get finished, and then they end up getting lost in my camera roll because I've moved on to the next thing. Ideas just keep popping up. I can't do that to myself anymore. Life has showed me that I can help people. Whenever I locked in on making TikToks, this sounds dumb because if you don't watch that shit, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Uh, Around 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I worked in a warehouse and I was trying to figure out what the hell I wanted to do with my life. And I started getting advice from short little videos that like really did give me a lot of direction. They helped me change my perspective on life and live in a whole different way, because these little bits of advice were like, you know, get talking to your dad or talking to your mom, but my mom and dad never really had those conversations with me. And I admit that. The internet became my parent for a little bit. I was open to learning from it, so I started following the people that I really appreciated their advice, and boom, I had a bunch of it. Just like, you know, my whole feed became helpful to me instead of something that was just taking me away, distracting me. That was a part of my life where I didn't really know where I was going. I didn't have any of the direction that I have now as far as wanting to take care of all these things. I was just living. Every day I was just making myself happy enough that I wanted to keep living. I hate to say it like that, but that is what battling depression feels like, because I was ready to give up at one point, and then I was like, I'll stick around and keep working, doing my thing. And yeah. Jumping back a little bit, around 3 or 4 years ago, this would have been when I was 20, I was like in the middle of my warehouse career. I was 3 years deep into it. I had started working there at 17, and I was realizing that that wasn't what I wanted to do with my life. I was also starting to figure out that I wasn't living right. Like, the way that I was eating wasn't perfect. The way that I was moving, even the shoes that I was wearing, weren't good for me. And I wanted to fix all of it. And I started to. I started right there with my career. I started changing how I was working. I said, I'm not going to do this anymore. I started doing Uber for a little bit, thinking if I worked for myself, that'd be better. That wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. Ended up getting a jaw surgery in between there. That's a whole different story. But what I'm getting at is I started putting my life together in a real adult way because I was becoming an adult. And part of that was I was getting advice online. I was seeing things that helped me. I was seeing different things that opened my eyes to different, like, you know, exactly like I said, I'm not wearing the right shoes. Things like that. I'm not moving right. Things like, you know, different stretches I need to do every single day and things that I need to apply. And it all culminated in me realizing that I have advice like that. Things that I was teaching myself, that interpersonal thing that I mentioned earlier, the overthinking, the problems between me and other people that I had already worked out, other people had them too. So I started sharing that on TikTok, and it showed me that I could actually help people. And it's awesome. I want to do that here. I want to be able to offer my skills that I am now learning right back to other people who need to learn them, because I think I can help do that. Because I've been shown that I can help do that, so I know I can do it. Let me offer whatever skills I can learn here, and that starts with right now being creative. That is, you know, the one that I'm picking. I am going to pursue my dreams right in front of you, and I'm going to do it in a real way that helps you, because what are we trying to do? What are my dreams? To live right. I just want to live righteously. I want to be able to live in a community that actually supports itself. I want to be able to participate in things that make the world a better place. And that means literally starting with my dreams, starting with being creative, starting with moving forward on something that I've already done in the past, something that I've already learned how to apply. I need water. That might be number one thing. Breathing has been difficult. I think I got a cold on top of the Lyme's disease, so I'm kind of double whammied, but that hasn't stopped me from trying to get my life to a better place, so I don't see why it would stop me from making videos. I'm gonna get better at this. I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna make a lot. Like, I'm not gonna do it all at once, but I am going to focus and make one creative thing at a time while I make myself well enough that I can keep making more. Because you don't have to put down everything, but even 5 things, like, that's a lot. Health, like physical, trying to get moving, trying to eat right, trying to live right, righteously, trying to be creative, trying to do everything that I want to do. Let me just center that to one creative thing, because even 5 is a lot. And helping you. So I hope this video genuinely helped you. I want that to be one of my main focuses. I want to deliver things that actually help. So if it did, like, comment, whatever. If it didn't, I'm not asking you to stick with me. If I'm not worth it, that's okay. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Sorry. I'm definitely worth it, and I'm totally getting my life together, so please like, subscribe. That's what everyone else would say. I really just want to help. So, if you want to follow me on this journey, if you want to get better and you think that having someone on the same path as you is good, maybe like, subscribe, follow, so I can see you again. So we can continue. I really love life now. I'm in a better place with everything, but I don't like the idea of, holding those lessons just to myself. I want to share that light. And I think that we're supposed to share that light. I think that's everybody's job. So if you have a story, if you think you have valuable advice, I think the whole point of the internet is giving that to each other for free. What did YouTube used to say? Broadcast yourself. Seriously, show your light. Put it out in the world. Peace, love. You never know who you could help. I'm out.